In this video, I'm going to talk about variant sets in assets. So a variant set, it can be a variation of materials, it can be a variation of lights, it can be a variation of geometry, also attributes. For example, if you want, I don't know, a lamp or a light to have variant sets in the exposure and the intensity, you can create those as well. So I'm going to show you really quick how to start with variant sets. So I'm going to start by opening this project, which I call test scene. I'm going to open it in BowerBot, and I'm going to start by I'm going to bring an asset, let's say a table. So we have this table here, and let's say that I want to create material PBR material variant set for this, maybe a combination of some colors. So I'm gonna ask BowerBot to create probably 3 variants of material X into this table and apply it, so we can switch between colors according to that specific variant set. Okay, so it has been created 3 different variants, and let's take a look what was the name of that variant set. So the variant set was called by BowerBot color combo, and we have this first variant, which is called walnut black steel. We have silver dark. We have this called red. Okay, so that's been created this 3 variants. We can switch from here. Right, so now that's one type of variant. Another variant can be, for example, a variant set to hide and show these metal grid panels, right? So we can create that variant set here. So it has been created, this one. We have grid visibility, visible or not visible. So you can switch between those just to know you like which one you like better. Yeah, with this we can create 3 more tables to have like 4, and then you can switch the variances between them. So we have 4 tables, which is the same asset being referenced 4 times, right? So it's just one single table and it has been referenced in the scene. We're going to take a look at the USD in a bit. Just want to show you what you can do. You can keep like all of this, the same variant selected, or you can switch between them. Maybe you want table 1 this color, the table 2 this other color, and the table number 3 you want, like, you want this to keep it as is. So maybe you want something, some of them grids are visible or not visible, or you can just tell BowerBot to create a random selection. And you can see that it's selected like random, these two without the grids and this with different colors. So you can add also lights to this table. For instance, I can place a light, simulate a lamp, and create a variations of those as well. Okay, looks like it created a light. So let's change to the stage light. You will see that every table will have its own lighting. This one, this one, right? And of course the other two. So for lights, because this light belongs to this asset, we can also create variant sets for those specific lights. For example, we can create a combination of colors that we can switch between those. We can select only one color for these two tables, or for the 4 tables, or a random selection. So let's ask BowerBot to create the color variant set of those lights. Okay, so it has been created 4 different variants: warm white, cool white, blue, and red. Select the blue, the cool white, and the red, warm white. Have to remember that these these tables already have materials on it, so it's mostly white, those, and this one. It's a little bit different from the other three tables. So they are going to absorb the light in like different ways. So for instance, the table 3, you can change the blue light, and we can change the blue light to look more darker because it's a brown color on the tabletop. We can switch a red, is gonna be more color red than these ones, right? Because of how it absorbs the color from the material. But anyways, we can, switch between those. We can make them one of those more bluish, more red, more cool white, or more warm. And you can also change those parameters of intensity, exposure, and any parameter actually. So we have 4 different variants. The variant set was called, what is it? Brightness. And it has like 4 different variants. Dim, normal, bright, and super bright. Let's take a look. So the brightness of the first table is normal. Let's use the dim. It's gonna be more lower. And use the normal. And use the bright. We can use the super bright. And that's super bright, right? And super bright has cool white. Let's change to warm. Cannot really see the difference. But if we change to blue, we will be able to see the bluish. Oh, it has a lot of exposure and intensity, that's why. Red, yeah. So normal, maybe bright, yeah. But you can switch between like those variances, and that's how you create those variants. Change the color, the material of the table. We change the grid visibility. We changed the lamp. We actually created one light simulating a lamp on top of the table, and we created this disk light, and we created variant sets for it as well. These variances are for the asset level. There are other variances that works at a scene level where you can switch between assets. You can switch, for example, sky dome, change the HDRI texture, day or night variant. So you can use many combinations as you want. These ones are at asset level, so you can play around with this one. This comes with a new version, and yeah, I hope it's really useful for you.